Good morning, my dear students. I hope all are doing well. Now, you don't have online classes from Tuesday onwards. You are resuming your classes. But still, I want to give this second and third stanza. Already, first stanza, I have given the blowing in the wind. But many of you have not viewed it. It is compulsory for you to listen to it. You have to listen to it and understand the explanation. It's an anthem. It's a protest song, blowing in the wind. The wind here symbolizes the nature, power of nature. And you have seen already in the first stanza that people have to experience a lot of suffering in life to be strong. Then people should not desire war, there should be peace. So these weapons, war should be banned. That's what you saw in the first stanza. There should not be any discrimination. The poet is trying to find out answers to ban the war, to have freedom, to have peace in the world, peace in the nation. So second stanza, let us go. Yes, and how many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? So here the mountain symbolizes the pride and ego of people. Egoistic people are. They desire war. See, people are jealous of each other. They do not give up for each other. They want to have their own life. So the mountain, this stanza, the theme here is transience, that is lasting for short period. Nothing lasts permanently. Even we humans, we are temporary here in this world. We have to leave this world one day. So the mountains also will be washed away by the sea. We have to change. The mountains here symbolize pride, ego. Some people desire war, but these wars, what is the effect of war? It is totally destroyed. It will sink into the sea. It is washed away to the sea. So we have to change our attitude. Then he says, yes, and how many years can some people exist before they are allowed to be free? So he says, the poet says about discrimination against the African Americans. They are treated as second-class citizens. They are living in a free country, but they are being treated very poorly. They are not looked upon with love. They are not given their rights. They are living in a free country, but they are not able to live freely. So the poet is wondering when these people will be able to live happily, freely, and not just exist. For example, in some families, we can see some children feel that they are very lonely. They are not looked upon with love. They are just existing there. Other family members, they lack love. So that happens. So we are not just existing, these second-class citizens, African Americans as a second-class citizens. The poet is saying that they have to live happily and not just exist. Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? So the poet is wondering here how many times people will be able to ignore unjust, indiscriminatory things. See, people are ignoring. He's saying that people are ignoring. He's not least bothered about discrimination. They are keeping their eyes shut. They are blindfolding their eyes. Everything, this type of discrimination All this war is happening in front of them, but they are not able to do anything. They have to keep quiet, they have to shut their eyes. Now, the poet wants the people to raise their voice against discrimination, and instead of pretending that we cannot see, we are not into anything. Some people are there, they will just watch the show, they will not come, they will not find a solution, they just want to watch the show, they will just sit quiet and act that, pretend that they haven't seen anything, they do not know anything. So the poet here, he wants to find an ending to this human cruelty. He wants the people to understand the truth. But then he says, people know that there is a truth behind all this. People are being exploited. But people are not able to do anything. They just pretend that they don't see anything. So people must come forward and break this violence, whatever violence is there in life. Then again, these two lines are there. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. So the answer is there, the solution is there, but people are not ready to take that solution and do something for their nation, for the country. And you can see these two lines are repeated after each stanza. So this is called the refrain. Refrain means in some songs you can see the chorus. The same two lines in the beginning, it will be there. After one stanza, again those two lines will be there. For example, like la 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 la, like that it happens. So these two lines are called the refrain. It is repeated. These lines are given for the musical effect of the poem, to have a rhythmic effect on the poem. The musical effect, it is a composition, a musical composition. So then we can sing very well the song. So the answer is there. It's blowing in the wind. Now children, let's come to the third stanza. Yes, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? So the man, the poet refers here a person who has not got his rights and he hopes to get the freedom. The sky is the freedom here, that represents freedom, freedom hidden before wars. The poet here says, how many times must a man look up before he can get freedom? He is yearning for freedom, he wants freedom. Now in the present situation, the COVID situation, we are all longing for freedom. When this COVID will move out from here, when we will be free from this COVID, when we will discard our masks. So, all of us, we yearn for freedom. Y-E-A-R-N, yearn. We long for freedom. So here, Bob is saying that people want freedom and they are looking up at the sky. When shall we get our rights, our basic rights? The next two lines are, yes, and how many years must one man have before he can hear people cry? So the common people are crying. They are in complete sorrow. They want freedom. They do not want to be crushed. So how long will this government, how many years must one man have? So this government, the people, the politicians, they are remaining deaf to the sorrows of the common people. The common people have a lot of sorrows, but nobody is turning an ear to them. And people are ignorant. What have the people to do? Because of this ignorance of this people, we are not able to live in a free country. And all evils crop up because of ignorance of people. So the government must do something to listen to the sorrow of the people. When will they hear the people's plea, the people's appeal against war? When will the government bring about the peace? That's what he wants to say. How many years must a man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take still he knows that too many people have died. So he says, when will the government realize that so many people have died? In this COVID situation, also in the present day situation, so many people are dying. The government must take some measures. When there is a war, it is the duty of the ruling party, that is, the government, to do something to stop the deaths. Many are losing their lives and the society is silent. When we remain silent, that is the worst enemy in a critical situation. We should not remain silent. We should always act for it, do something about it. So he says people have died because of war. How must we stop these deaths? How must we bring in freedom? How must we have peace in our country? We have to stop all this deaths and we have to stop all this war. We have to be living in a free country. Again, we have the refrain there. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. It is there, the power. The answer, solution is there. But we people have to find out the solution. How to live in a free, democratic country. That's what the poet means to say through this song, through this anthem.